A few years ago, I started collecting with my son, and let me tell you, it is not the same hobby that it was for me. It's a very different experience for him. I won't lie, I get a little frustrated trying to chase all those numbered cards and autographs and shiny things. So I decided to go back to my roots in the junk wax era and rip some of those packs and go down memory lane just for me. So come along and join me. Let's look at some of those old cards and see what we dig up. Hey, welcome back to Junk Wax Fun. Today we're going to go error hunting with this box of 1990 Donruss that we proudly purchased at CanScan in Benton, Illinois, our charity card shop that we like to frequent. But this particular set of cards has 36 errors in it out of 716 cards. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect. I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake.
One of our American classic films. Hey, let's dive into this box. We'll start with our little magic trick and get them all unwrapped and ready to go. That's more like it. So let's start digging our way through this. So first things first. So these cards have a couple of things kind of wrong with them. So this one I'm not really clear on. So between a factory set, which I have one there I took a Bob Walk out of, and the pack sets, the borders are said to be different. I cannot tell a difference, so somebody smarter than me is going to have to figure that out. I saw one commenter online say this is the blood splatter design, which I thought was hilarious. But you're looking at two cards that look to me the same. I've looked at both sides of the cards. I can't see what they mean by the border stuff. Okay, so the other thing, if we really want to be card snobs, the copyright year on these 90 Donruss say 1989 Leaf. Well, you know by all of your other cards, so like this is a 1990 Topps. For the copyright year, you always see it's the same year as the year of the card. So if we really wanted to be jerks about it, we could say that every single card in the set is an error card because it's got the wrong copyright year on there. But I'd rather look for the real stuff. So let's see what we can find in these packs. So I'm not completely turned off by the look of these cards. The red is a little off-putting. It's almost like the yellow on those 91 Fleer. It just doesn't feel right, okay? But it still doesn't look terrible. It's pretty sign of the times. So one of the biggest errors in this bunch are the All-Star cards. So on the backs, and this is not one of them, they will say Major League experience or statistics or whatever, not the All-Star game stuff. So to be fair, and here's another All-Star Rhino, this one would not be an error. So to be fair, most of those 36 errors that I mentioned come from that error on that All-Star card. So like I said, we'll be fair about that one. But let's pile through here. Hey, there's a nice Ken Griffey Jr. That's a good ad. These MVP cards are pretty cool. There was an error in that one. Most of you probably know. We got our Nolan Ryan, good card. Julio Franco. And it's an all-star card. So let's look. Nope, not an error on that one. Maybe next time. Gary Sheffield. Good looking card. So this Ruben Sierra is actually an error card. Okay, so the stats on the back are wrong. I think it says 304 for the average, and I think his average was a 306. I know, that's small potatoes, but I think the stats are wrong on the back of that one. So that's what the error is on the Ruben Sierra card. So there's one of the 36. Got a Barry there. Oh, here's another All-Star card. Let's check it. No dice. Oh, well. Okay, so here's an interesting one. So the black bars at the top can become problematic. So the question is it poor printing or is it an error card? So on this Biff Roberts, that's just poor printing. Here's another All-Star card. Let's see what we got. Nope, that's a correct card. Oh, here we go, kids. Give me a drum roll. Oh, that's not an error card. So we were hoping to get one of the more cool errors in this set, which is the Nolan Ryan 5000 Ks on the front and the King of Kings on the back. That is one of the cooler ones. We didn't find it. That's okay. We're a Big Mac All-Star. Not an error. We're really striking out on these All-Star cards. So here is an error. So when you put cursive on the top, you're going to mess something up. So they did not capitalize the B on Du Bois on the front. So error number 2. Good ball player, Bernie Williams. Here's another one. Is it sloppy or is it an error? In this case, it's just sloppy. So this is not the error, but there is a reverse negative of this card. Oh, we got an all-star. Let's check it. Nope. Striking out hard on those errors, and that's the most common one. So here's that King of Kings card that we were talking about that we wished. Ooh, some ugly centering on the back there. That's all right. Hey, somebody got smart and gave Billy Ripken a black bat so you can't write ugly words on the bottom of it. Nice job. So this card right here has an interesting thing. So the birth date is wrong. So his birth date is April 9th instead of the 19th. So that's an error on the back. On the front, you can see this string off of his glove. They went back and airbrushed that out for some reason, which I don't think is a big deal. But Donruss felt like they needed to airbrush it out. So that is considered an error card in this set. So we've got 3. And very quickly, we've got number 4. So you see the black bar. It goes all the way through the J on his name on the front. So definitely have an error. So there's number 4 of the 36. God, how many of these oil can Boyd cards do I have? I should go through and check someday. I know there's a bunch. So let's look at what we got. So error number 1, lowercase b on Brian Du Bois. So error number 1 of 4, bar through Jack Morris. That is an error card. Number 2 of 4. And then this silly one with the wrong birth date and the string that later was airbrushed is number 3 of our 4. Remember, his birth date was April 9th, not 19th. And we've got Ruben Sierra's Diamond Kings, and that is an error on the back with the stats. Okay, so we only found 4 of the 36. All those All-Star cards were corrected. What a bummer, but no big deal. So what I was really hoping to find was this very cool Nolan Ryan would-be error card, right? So it's got the 5,000 Ks on the front, but the King of Kings thing on the backs would actually look something like this if we would have found it. We didn't. Better luck next time. No biggie. There are some other cool error cards in this batch. Hey, do you remember that one where it says John Smoltz on the top, but it's really Tom Glavine on the card? Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. So we've got that one to fall back on. So we've got 5 of those 36. And then, of course, the Juan Gonzalez rated rookie that's a reverse negative. We've got that one. So I do have 6 of the 36 error cards. Not a bad day. Thanks for hunting errors with me today, boys and girls. Keep watching for the next video. We've got one more to do in this series, and I can't wait to finish it up.